Have you ever heard the phrase, saved by the bell? Nowadays, it's used to describe a situation where someone is saved from something bad happening to them at the very last minute. Many people believe that the phrase has its roots in the Victorian era when people believed that individuals were unknowingly being buried alive. Contemporary medicine is replete with wonders and groundbreaking techniques that can save lives, many of which are often taken for granted, but a look back in history reveals an era full of bizarre stories and disturbing events, where even death was uncertain. Terrifyingly, back in those days, doctors weren't very good at determining if someone was actually dead, so the risk of being lowered into the ground and left to die was a real concern, as evidenced by the statements of several influential individuals who expressed their fear of this possibility when facing death, including George Washington, Hans Christian Andersen, Alfred Nobel, and Frédéric Chopin, who all suffered from taphophobia, the fear of being buried alive. Chopin was so concerned at the prospect of being buried alive that he requested his heart be removed from his body after he was declared dead, to remove any doubt. To prevent people from dying such a horrible death, many devices were designed and patented in England and the USA, so-called safety coffins, all designed to allow the undead to alert people above ground that they were alive. One such device involved a simple system, whereby a piece of string was tied to a bell above ground, and attached to the dead person's finger underground. If the person awoke, they would ring the bell and someone would hopefully come and dig them out. Unfortunately, there isn't any proof that these coffins were ever used to save anyone, or that they were even used at all. Furthermore, there isn't any evidence to suggest that the phrase saved by the bell was used in this context before being used in other contexts. In fact, according to professional minds, the phrase saved by the bell is thought to have been coined in the late 1800s when boxers were close to defeat at the end of a round and were given time to recover, thanks to the ringing of the bell. Isn't it amazing how these little phrases we use every day have such interesting histories behind them?